Hey everyone, this is Joe with Blakeslee Acres. Just wanted to do an introduction video, tell you guys a little bit about myself and my little hobby farm slash homestead, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got a different definition. Yeah, so me and my wife started homesteading slash hobby farming back in 2015 when we bought our first small property. It was 4 acres, single wide trailer. Good start, and building up on what we raised and stuff. And our goal was to raise most of our own food throughout the years, and for the most part we're pretty much 100% on our meats, and vegetables not so much, but it's an up and down with the gardens depending on time that we have and whatnot. We haven't done a garden in a couple of years because we bought a new property, new house in 17 acres, just a little ways away from our old place. And yeah, so we've been rebuilding that for the last couple of years. Mainly this year we started back up on getting our animals and going forward with what we want to do. So yeah, we have a mixed herd, small herd of beef cattle and dairy, and we do milk. We also have a mixed herd of meat goats and dairy goats, and we also milk those. We do laying hens, we do meat chickens, meat rabbits. We raise pigs, pastured pigs. Everything we do, we try to do as pasture-based as we can. We do feed grain because we don't have a large amount of property, and just makes sense to keep the animals in the best condition that we can. As stewards of the animals, I see that's fed. Eventually, if we can go grass-fed, that'd be great. Be better on our bottom line for costs and stuff, but right now we don't do that. We do feed grain, but not as much as some, but more than others. So this was the first year that I decided to try to breed pigs myself. Normally we've been raising for 6 years on and off feeder pigs that I've bought. This year I kept 2 gilts back and a boar, and had a couple litters. Lost the first one, really cold snap at Christmas Eve, and the second litter is doing great. You guys will see footage of those and pictures and stuff. And baby goats are hitting the ground. Calves, we've got a couple calves in our small herd that we're raising. One's for hopefully replacement heifer, and for milk we'll do her and the cow that's raising her. It's not her maternal mom, but her mom, that's her mom that's raising her. We have 1 steer right now. Possibly butcher something else depending on which direction we decide to go with our cows. It's mainly gonna, it'll depend on the pastures and stuff this year. I just started reclaiming pasture. Our whole property was brush and goldenrod when we first bought it, so I've spent a lot of time clearing fields and pastures and trying to get new grass to grow. We're doing rotational grazing, and I'm lucky enough that my neighbor's been letting me use, this past grazing season, he started letting me use a few acres of his. He's got, I think, right around 20 acres. I'm probably grazing, I want to say maybe 10, 12 acres or so of that, give or take, maybe a little bit less. But that was also all overgrown goldenrod, so it takes time to rebuild pastures like that, and hopefully to take you guys along on the journey of rebuilding the pastures and fencing and everything else. I used to work as a meat processor butcher, and I'm hoping to get some videos of processing. I do all my own meat processing here on the homestead, and curing and sausages and all that stuff, so I'm hoping to get videos of that for you guys. Yeah, pretty much just trying to document and hopefully help new people and maybe give other people ideas on their small farms, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do here on YouTube. But we also started, we dabble a little bit in doing we do our own homemade butter, a little bit of cheese. I'd like to do more of that and learn. That'd be something I'd take you guys along with me on. And I just started doing homemade yogurt, which is super easy if you have dairy animals, you should definitely try it. It's great. Me and my 2 children eat tons of Greek yogurt and whatnot. So yeah, my main goals on this channel is to just take you guys along on the day-to-day, and hope somebody can learn something from it and take something from it, and you guys all enjoy it. And another thing I'd like to try to get back into, I've done in the past, is honeybees. We eat a ton of raw honey, and I lost my bees 3 or 4 years ago now, and I haven't been able to get back into it, just time restraints and, you know, cost money and stuff. So I'm hoping to be able to get back into those also. So it'll be a little bit of everything. It'll be a little bit of farming, homesteading, some meat processing, hopefully some honeybees, maybe a little bit of gardening, building. I've got a little addition I'm putting on my garage that I also use as a barn right now, because we don't currently have a barn. Hopefully someday we'll be able to build a separate barn for the animals, but right now it works for what it is. Yeah, making fence posts and whatever else I can dream up that I want to try. One time an old guy told me that knowledge is power, and I've never kind of forgotten that, so I try to learn a little bit of anything that I'm able to learn. Every day I'd like to find something new that I didn't know before and learn, and I think it's important for people to have knowledge. I'm hoping to make some semi-decent content. I've never played around with making videos, but hopefully I can learn and grow, and you guys stick with me through it and the ups and downs. You know, every farm and every life has that. You know, you have seasons. So just like the weather, it's up and down. You're gonna have seasons in your life that it's up and down, and good or bad, it is what it is. You know, everybody has that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends and families, and hopefully I can make you guys connect, and you guys can connect with me. It's one thing I got to work on. I'm a very private person. I've tossed around the idea of doing YouTube for a long time, and I've been back and forth on it. I love the idea of sharing what I do know and how I do things with people, and learn new ways, even with stuff that I already know how to do. I like to take different ways I've learned, try them together, try them separate, and see what works for me. That's how every farm and every life, I mean, woodworking, welding, whatever, I mean, whatever it is, everybody has their own unique touch, and it's not a bad thing to see other people's perspective, and I have no desire to argue with anyone on what I'm doing or what they're doing. It is what it is. I'm just showing you what I do with my farm, and it may not work for you, it may work for you, or what I'm doing and somebody else that you've seen is doing might be able to mash them and put them together. It's actually a lot of my techniques and farming styles is a mashup of a lot of people that I've watched on YouTube, and farms that I've worked on and whatnot. So yeah, it's be an interesting journey, and I'm excited to take you guys along and show you guys everything that I have going on. Most of my content will probably be made on the weekends. I'm hoping to get 1-2 videos a week out to you guys. I'm going to do my best to do that. I'm hoping to be able to still create content for you guys and still, you know, make that time for my family. So, all right, thanks guys. See you on the next one.